EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Steelers of St. Louis taking on the Green Bay Packers. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys, on the other hand, weren't as fortunate in the opener, so they'll look for their first win here at home in week 2. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test his secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
His first look is incomplete. When you look at this defense, we know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their new quarterback, first-year signal caller out of South Carolina.
And a very promising debut in week 1. Let's face it, rookie quarterback, anytime you can go out in week 1 that way and get a victory, you take that as a giant positive as a team and as a player. Now, he'll work on improving his own individual play while continuing to help his team win.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. And they rattle off a big one. 41 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
18 Cardinals. 19
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Number 7, Brian Thomas Jr. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the
Here we go,
4-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Second and goal.
Come on.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steamers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
The offense will line up.
The quarterback will keep it himself. They'll try and run it here. And he will get in to make it 8-0.
Packers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nifty move. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. When you look at this defense, they currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This is taken at the 23. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Okay, break. Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll keep it himself. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop. and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Cougar 19.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Ready.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. The fullback dive held up short. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Leonard. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darryl Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
19.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Cowboy 8.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
7 Pirates.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Leonard. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and goal.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Bronco 80. Warrior 70.
Looking to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Steamers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's 15-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packers with the football here late in this first half.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
A short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And they will take over 1st and 10. One more go for this offense in the first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
19, 19.
They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards on the
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts
On the go.
as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, Dragon 60. Let's go.
Second and 2. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
70 Timberwolves. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Viking, 18. 19 Lions.
On play action, they'll throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Okay, break.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
They're going option play on third down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our look across the NFL starts now, and we kick it off with a good one. And it's one of the most dangerous playmakers in the NFL, Jahmyr Gibbs. Next up, it's the next matchup in the NFL International Series games. And it's Quinshon Judkins. The team got into the red zone, he gets into the end zone, a 10-yard touchdown run. The Dragons even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots taking on the Tennessee Titans. And this is the Titans wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Titans are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go now. Ready,
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
St. Louis, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Here we go. Bronco 80. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hurt. Right there, hurt.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Okay, ready?
A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw interceptions? Did he handle adversity? Did he handle the huddle? Those types of things, that's what people are looking for.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. He gives it up. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a 1st down.
And it'll be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Leonard. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
A 6-yard loss.
And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Bradley Pinion in punt.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Packers who have the football but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Packers first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed him to convert on 4th and long.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Off the play fake. Leonard.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Looking to throw. Leonard. This is Smith with the ground. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So first and 10 now from the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
It's now second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Back to throw again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Back to throw. Leonard. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Packers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Under pressure, they got him again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 17 Timberwolves, 19 Tiger, 19 Lion. 18 Pioneer. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll set up a throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
Gain of 15. First down, Steamers.
On the set. Ready?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
70. Mustang 19. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Pushing his way through. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Throwing to start the drive. Leonard. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Leonard.
Open man, that's Felton.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
79 Broncos.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
And quickly, they get to the line.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
on the ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On the give, this is their fullback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Leonard. Under pressure, and down he goes.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for our visitors, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.